I wonder if M0h1nder will play Wolfar.
That is a question. Well, we're seeing M0h1nder playing Ryota actually, up in player 2 in the orange against Spacefront playing the Twins in the black.
Twins are really good, and Ryota's really good. These are two commanders that got overlooked very early on, but players have started realizing that they are awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about indirect damage before we started commentating this game, and Twins being able to throw 20% damage down on an area is really, really good. So, but
Yeah, I've been calling it like true damage or magic damage because I think the developers commented that they wanted certain types of damage to be magic, and that's why it doesn't affect buildings.
that makes sense. Oh yeah, because Ryota does physical damage technically.
Oh, he got we got a little bit of a yoink going on.
We do have a yoink going on. Yeah, M0h1nder didn't rush for the lumber mill. The flip side to that though is now Ryota's going to build tons of groove.
Yoda has groove already. Unfortunately, there's not really a lot of use for it just yet.
Oh, we see another yoink.
Very aggressive Twins attack on that village. Twins want groove.
Yeah, well, I guess if you see your opponent has groove already, you're like, wait, hang on a minute. But I mean, this could also have been planned, but alright. Ryota walks back. I think M0h1nder realizes, wait a minute, this is not ideal. Ooh, sword's gonna hit the Twins.
Yeah, but that's alright. They'll get like a tiny bit of counterattack groove and then probably heal off the lumber mill next turn.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, and we see Turbo Dragon once again coming up from Spacefront. Spacefront. Definitely a fan of that on this map. And M0h1nder responds by building one mage. I don't know if there's... yeah, two mages actually, so...
The thing is, two mages don't really stop a dragon. You need to get a witch out if you really want to inhibit a dragon early on.
Okay, well, Ryota's gonna build more groove. Which... they're at 136 already, so... we might even see a tier 2 come out very soon.
There are a few free dudes, though, unfortunately, as a result of that attack.
Oh, including Ryota himself.
Yeah.
And, oh, they're really just competing over who can get this village, or this lumber mill.
It's not so much a competition as Spacefront is just trying to stall as long as possible. Like, they are happy for M0h1nder to stay there attacking that over and over again, because meanwhile, Spacefront can make plays.
Yeah, and there really isn't much down here to deal with the Twins. I guess, like, one knight, but that isn't quite enough. Ooh, this is very interesting.
Building a witch in response to a witch? That is tactics.
Oh, he did it last game, so...
Right, but last game there was a dragon on the field. This game there is no heir other than the witch. So building a witch to fight it is a little bit odd, especially with all the mages.
That's true. I guess Witch does open up a bunch of lethal opportunities. And oh, wow, that's a very dead-looking stronghold. And Twins are just very content to just sit back and be like, yeah, you can't kill me. And is this going to be game? I actually don't see how M0h1nder can stop this.
Well, I don't think there's enough to take it down in one turn, and Yoda can groove over, but yeah, I think that is game.
There is Knight crit, Dragon hit, Sword hit.
Yeah, you're right. I think that's just it.
That Witch should have hexed. But I think it's over, yeah. And M0h1nder realizes it. Oh, yeah, that's really unfortunate. They just got very focused on that lumber mill, I think, and then Spacefront was like, well, I'm just gonna walk my army up to your stronghold. And M0h1nder had nothing to defend, so...
Yeah, that is something that does exist on actually a few of the quick play maps and the other base maps. there's this weird situation around like turn 6 through 10 even, where your army is not at your stronghold and your opponent can just kind of walk over if you're not expecting that.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, well played to Spacefront for recognizing that they could just win the game. And I think a lot of that came down to the Lumbermill Yoink. That really kind of defined a lot of what happened this game, where Ryota went over to the top left, a lot of the army went over to the top left, and was just like, I'm gonna brawl over this. And then, yeah, just left their stronghold wide open. And Twins, were just being very distracting down at the bottom.
This is ultimately one of the reasons that Spacefront turbos a dragon every game on every map. It's because it forces the opponent to not make knights, which means they can't really recover from opening mistakes like losing a lumber mill. So they just have to use their commander and early swords to fuss around, try to get it back, scramble, build anti-air, which isn't going to take villages. Spacefront can take villages, get further ahead, attack the stronghold, put pressure on the stronghold, keep you further behind, and just take the game. It's the same thing Spacefront's been doing on Harmonious Hideout.
Okay, well, we can get into one of those games, so let's do that.